What is good with y'all? We live. I'm gonna just get right into it. This Lakers Warriors series is getting a little twisted right now. It's actually getting interesting. The Warriors are down three. Hold on. The Warriors are down 3-2 right now, I believe. You know what I'm saying? And they started off being down 3-1. They found themselves in a hole. I want to ask y'all, do y'all think it's possible that the Warriors are going to come back down from 3-1 to win in 7 games? And what would that mean for what I'm saying, these players involved? We haven't been talking about this series a lot. I'm gonna give the Lakers a whole lot of credit for how well they've been playing against the Warriors. I told y'all LeBron is looking good, especially for this being his year 20 at age 38. Is looking real good because you know what I'm saying. Anytime you make a deep playoff run, it's something to behold. And so what I'm trying to say to y'all is this, right? We in a situation to where it's getting interesting. Anthony Davis has reached a point to where he's about to start getting hurt now more often. I believe it's a domino effect with AD. Doors are being open. You got Game 6 Clay waiting to be unleashed. I think it's a bad look for the Lakers to be extending this series because it can get scary, bro. The Warriors, man, don't ever get tired. And so we got. I'm finna drop the link. We got the panel about to come up real quick. We got Chris and Chaz. I know Chris scared right now, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Scared? What?
Oh damn, Ayo. No, I thought you was Chris Yancey.
Oh no, 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 no.
Yeah,
Nah.
nah. You already know he's scared, Joe. Which I
Oh,
think,
you
like,
talk,
yo,
you
I
talk,
ain't
you
gonna
talk,
lie.
you
I low
talk.
key think the Warriors. I low key think the Warriors about to win.
I got the Warriors winning, bro. Got the Warriors
Hey
winning,
man,
man.
hey man, say man. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
it was all ordained, baby. It was all ordained in the books, man.
Yeah, man.
If
That's how
if
they wanted it to be.
if Steph, what's call it? I think some people haven't noticed that, like, um, when I have been, what I'm saying, I've been going at people in the comments on TikTok, on YouTube, because I'm petty. I'm gonna get to it. You respond to me, I'm gonna respond back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people misconstrue making excuses with telling facts. Um, the facts of the situation, you can provide facts to provide context of a situation, but still have a point to prove. Like, I was
Yeah.
speaking on the 2 games that the Lakers won, and if we pause on game 4, the 2 games, so game 1 and game 3, when they blew them out in game 3, and then when they beat them at home in game 1, the first thing we can speak about is the free throws. And I know people be like, oh, they can't guard. And the point that I was trying to make to people was, okay, we see the free throw differential, and the first thing people will say is, well, well, in the regular season, the Warriors are the most fouling team, and they give the most free throws. In the regular season, the Lakers got the most free throws and had the least fouls while defending. But the point I'm making is, what is the main thing they say about the playoffs? They say the playoffs is more aggressive, more physical. The refs let them get by with physicality and things like that. So first off, if that's what you're trying to promote to us as consumers and people who just watch basketball, there should be less calls than there is in the regular season. That's first off.
Yeah.
And if you actually, this is how I know people don't watch the games. If you watch the games, like in game 3 where they had 37 free throws, and in game 1 they had like 30 something free throws, bro, most of them, they were not fouls. Like on Anthony Davis. I don't know if y'all noticed, but it shows tonight Anthony Davis, he's very off balance. Very off
Yeah.
balance. He's very
Yeah.
clumsy. Like, he do
Yeah.
a drop
He a
spin move,
clumsy
like,
ass player, bro.
yeah, he go one play, like I said, in a lot of flopping. I know people don't like this because they say it's an excuse, but if you watch the games, you know when a player is trying to get a bucket or trying to draw a foul. Like,
Yeah.
one play. What I'm saying is, AD, if you gonna flop, nigga, flop the whole game, because one play you coming down, you catching a lob on 2 niggas screaming. Next play, less contact, you falling down.
That's a fact, bro.
Like what? I'm so confused and baffled. And another thing is, people, like I said, will talk to me about that stat in the regular season. But what we know from the announcers, the coaches, and the players themselves, what do they all say? It's the playoffs. It's not the regular season. So why are they getting even more calls in the playoffs than they got in the regular season, just because of what the statistics were in the regular season? For the Warriors, why did the Warriors foul as much? Because they didn't have Andrew Wiggins. And somebody spoke to me and said, oh, they brought up them individually defensively. And I said, you got to be a goofy, because what do we know about the Warriors? They are not individually defensive team. They are a team. They hold team defense. If you pick them apart one by one, they are going to get cooked. Hence Steph Curry and Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker was fucking his ass over. And at the end of Game 4, what was they doing? They was constantly putting Steph in the pick and roll cover with LeBron and getting LeBron in foul and getting Steph in foul trouble. So when you pick them apart individually, yes, but as a team, they are a good defensive unit. And like I said, this is why you can't go off of what you see in the regular season.
Exactly.
Like if you watch the games, bro, for the most part, the Warriors wasn't even really fouling. Like I said, I don't get how you can come down one play, dunk on two niggas, and then the next play you getting touched by Steph Curry on the elbow, and now you falling down, flailing like a pig. I don't get that. That's crazy to me. But
they be trying to dictate the refs, yo.
Yeah, for so. And what I appreciate is some people don't realize, they talk about the Warriors getting walked down. But if we go back to that game, first off, with the free throw differential, we see when it's about even free throws, what happens? Game 2, Warriors blow them out by like 27. Game 5, what happened? Blew them out by like 17. So when the free throw differential is the same, they win. And people say, oh, it's because of their play style. But if we go back and look at those 2 wins, they had almost as more point. They had more paints in the point than the Lakers in Game 5. And in Game 2, they had just as many. So they're playing. People act like they're getting up 53s every game. That was the first game. Like I'm just saying, we have to be more consistent. And because I know if it was the Warriors getting 47 calls on threes every time they got, because y'all can't tell me Steph Curry and Klay Thompson don't get fouled almost every time they shoot a three. You can't tell me that they don't, because they trying to take away their airspace because of how amazing they are as shooters. So let's say we call both of the fouls for both teams. Come on now. The Warriors have about 90 free throws and the Lakers have about 50.
And let me say this too.
I say if the message you're trying to promote to us is that the playoffs is more physical, more aggressive, it's free throws to go down, period, along the line, period.
Yeah.
Period.
What you because this is what I think. And shout out to Humble Sports TV. He said salute. So I think Anthony Davis show. I just don't trust Anthony Davis under pressure, like, and I think he didn't put more pressure on the Lakers. Now, like, he put himself in the position. The Lakers was cooking at first. They could have just closed it out. Now they bluffed out last game, right? You got Game 6 Klay. Like, the Warriors is not a team that you can just think that, bro, it's already over with, bro. They never gonna quit. When them threes start falling, bro, and let's say the Lakers have an off night, bro, it's gonna get ugly, bro. And so Anthony Davis now, because remember last night he got pushed out in a wheelchair. You feel me? After getting hit upside the head, then they said that he didn't have a concussion. He was all fine. So now it's like, all right, if you fine, what you gonna do next game? You fine, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody defending him and saying that he not hurt and is, you know what I'm saying? And all these excuses. So are you gonna come out and hoop next game? Because if you don't, the Warriors gonna win, right? And if the Warriors win, they going back to Game 7. So now, like, this is a pressure moment. I trust LeBron. Because he a veteran in the game. He know how to push through this type of stuff and get to the finals. When he got a team he want. But I don't trust AD. Like, most of the other guys he teamed up with, like Kyrie, I trust Kyrie under pressure. Wade, you know what I'm saying? Guys like that. Anthony Davis, I don't know, bro. And he been kind of iffy ever since the bubble. So, like I said, it's depending on him, and he not looking like solid as a rock right now. It's looking like he kind of on the fence. Like, now they got a built-in excuse to where they might say, "Oh, Anthony Davis, man,
Facts.
He had a concussion." That's why, like, him doing all that theatrics is, and like you said, like, sometimes he'll flop, sometimes he be flexing. So it's like, you gotta ask yourself, do players be doing these type of semantics, bro, just to kind of have a built-in excuse? So like, so let's say if they lose, now everybody gonna be like, damn, you see, they was banging him up. He had the concussion and this and that. And bro, but then when you think about it though, all these other players is getting hit way worse. Ain't nobody getting pushed off in no wheelchair.
Facts.
So it's really not you. They can't tell me it's a real reason for him to be acting like that. I mean, even Draymond Green, LeBron James tackled this man. This man, Draymond Green's idol. LeBron James pushed him to the floor, and bro, when you fall and hit your head like that, bro, that shit hurt.
Facts.
I thought Draymond Green had a concussion.
Facts, when he banged his head against the court. Facts.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Yo, I thought that nigga, I thought Draymond
got
Green
right
had a
up.
concussion.
Right
I
up.
thought he had a real life concussion. So I mean, AD, bro, it's like, what's going on? Why you looking? He don't look as confident now. Like, man. And now the Lakers are old. They got one game in between. The Warriors built for this type of you feel me, series.
Yep.
So I don't know. OC said they coming back.
Another thing, bro, like people so AD was hurt, but even when AD was in the game, they were going back and forth, and even before AD left out the game, they were up by like 10. So like people have to realize. And another thing I saw throughout the game, bro, I don't know if y'all watched the full game. Like I said, I've watched every single game of every series in the playoffs, from jump ball to the last possession. But what I have to say to that is, we watched throughout the game, right? First quarter, LeBron come out hot. He went like 3 for 4 from 3. He was talking shit to the crowd, shit like that. Then when the Warriors go up by 15, now you see LeBron wincing in pain. You see Dennis Schroeder limping and jumping.
All kind of.
Yeah, I saw that too. I've been watching all the games too, bro.
You see Lonnie Walker holding his eye. You see Austin Reeves doing that. Hold pause on this. I do not like that nigga Austin Reeves, bro.
Neither, bro. Hey,
he'd be flopping his soul away, bro.
Hey, yo, we got Humble Sports TV on the panel. What's good?
What's good, family?
Yo, salute, fellas, man. Hey, salute to you, Crunch, man. Thanks for having me, bro. Hey, I'm a Laker fan, man. I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. Like, I've been trying to tell these other Laker fans, bro. Look, don't get too happy and have high hopes that pump your chest out that these Lakers can win this series, because Golden State, they built for moments like this. We've already seen it happen before in the playoffs. So, but look, with that whole free throw situation, bro, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like that free throw from Game 3 was like one of the worst officiating games I've ever seen watching basketball, bro. And I'm a Laker fan saying this, bro, like a real diehard Lakers fan, bro. Grew up watching Kobe and Shaq, Pal, like through the ups and downs. Man, them calls were just favoring the Lakers, bro. Like 38 free throws compared to 9, bro, or 8 to the Warriors. Like that's bad, man. This ain't basketball, bro. Just let them dudes play. It's playoff basketball. But we see the agendas happening, man. They trying to I don't want people thinking I'm a LeBron hater, but they trying to get this dude to get that 5th ring, bro. I'm just gonna keep it 100, bro. I've been holding my tongue, bro, for like the past week. Like, I'll be honest with you, bro. Like this is crazy, man.
Yeah, man. I think they're really trying to. And yeah, once again, you feel me? I just subscribed to your channel. You feel me? Humble Sports TV.
Appreciate
everybody
you, bro.
subscribe in the comments. But yeah, bro, it's like, yo, it's like they're really pushing. If y'all was watching them games, bro, it's like, bro, sometimes the Warriors be looking like they didn't they forgot all the plays. They forgot how to hoop.
Mm-hmm. Like, I think it's mental frustration for them.
Mm-hmm. Mental frustration. See, I was thinking that, but then it's like, bro, these guys are the defending champions. They know how to beat everybody in the league, really. I mean, they started having mental breakdowns and doing like careless plays. I'm like, yo, what are they doing? This man Steph threw it out of bounds. Now, honestly, at first maybe Steph thought it was somebody behind him and he didn't have much time. Yeah, he didn't want to get the Lakers a chance to steal it from him. But man, it's just looking a little weird. But like I said,
hey, you notice how they've been giving Austin Reeves and Dennis Schroeder more calls than Stephen Curry, bro. And and Stephen Curry is a superstar.
Yeah, like, they be blowing that whistle, bro. They be blowing that whistle.
And bro, like what I saw from that, especially from what was it, Game 4, bro? When they was at whatever it's called, crypto with I know what it's Staples Center, fuck crypto.
Right.
But man, even with them down the stretch, people can talk about You know what I'm saying? Unfavorable flops, and it wasn't as big of a free throw differential, but it was a lot of like calls that you could have been like, oh, wishy on. But still, like I said, even with that game, I was the first one commenting under Steph Curry post game interview. I was the first one commenting on House of Highlights when they posting, you know what I'm saying, on the community tab. I was saying, bro, this game was on Steph. Like, if you watch down the stretch, he had like 3 floaters he missed. He had the mid range one leg jumper off the elbow off the left leg where Anthony Davis,
Yeah,
and he had the deep 30-footer from the right wing. And people
yeah,
said it was a bad shot, but every shot touched like went damn near in the rim. Like
yeah,
so, that's purely on him for not converting those shots. Like I
yeah,
didn't care. But what we see when the game is more equal, free throw wise, we see who can win. Even with that, like people talk about, oh, it's the play style, but you will be surprised if I tell you, like last night they beat them by like 16 or 15, and Steph Curry was like 2 of like 8 from the 3. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
In the past couple games, Steph Curry has been trash from the 3 in comparison to his standards and what we've seen him do. He's been trash. Klay Thompson has been trash, and these games have been this close. So you better hope that they don't get hot from 3 with these looks that they getting. You
yeah.
better
Like,
hope.
bro, that's what the Lakers, the Lakers got to understand that, bro. The Warriors get hot, it's really over for them.
It's
Like, I hope they know that.
because they've been staying in the game without them being hot.
Right? Yeah, yo, the Lakers ain't really they ain't really blowing the Warriors out like that.
They're not. And like I said, like I said, I like to bring up the fact of the situation regardless. And I don't think it's just the Warriors series either. I'm saying all the way around. I feel like everybody should get less calls. The playoffs is where we supposed to hoop. The regular season, okay, cool. We y'all flopping and shit. Even though I don't promote flopping regardless, I ain't never flopped a day in my life. Well, to me, my motto is, bro, if I get the ball up, unless you push me down after the shot, it's not a foul. If that ball leaves my hands, it's not a foul. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause the fact that the ball got up means that I got a chance to get a shot off. So if I got a chance to get a shot off, I'm good with my chances all the way around. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really hoop before, bro, and especially like in different neighborhoods and different places, bro, like I've had times where I've literally got knocked out the air and still hit the jump shot. Like, it's not called a foul. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like, if I have a chance to get the ball, I'm getting.
Yeah, like most of the time, I don't really call a foul. Like these guys in the league they be looking at the ref when they shoot it. Like, yo, you gonna call a
not even
foul?
just the ref, not even just NBA players, college players too. Like,
Especially Dennis Schroeder.
in a room with college players, I be playing with college players all the time. They all be crying about you hit me on the arm. I'm like, bro, I'm 6'7", bro. You 6'9". You 200-something pounds. What you mean foul? What the fuck? What the fuck you mean foul? I barely touched your elbow. You got nigga right next to the rim. And that's another thing. Like, people say, I'm gonna go back to the Warriors series and the Lakers series, bro. Just because you're you, like I said, this is why you can't look at those past statistics of the regular season and convert them into the playoffs and say it should be equal. Because one, like I said, the promotion that they're trying to give us about the playoffs is that it's more physical. And like I said, people brought up that point of, the Warriors foul the most. But if you actually watch, bro, like they're not really getting fouled. Like, AD and them not really getting fouled. And because we've seen them consistently finish through minor contact out, like in comparison to the fouls that they get now. So I'm looking at it like, bro, if of course, if you look at it from a perspective, if you look at it like, oh, these players, we're looking at those past stats. Guess what? So when you see Steph Curry go in the lane or Dante DiVincenzo go in the lane and miss a layup, what you gonna think? Just because of we've seen the Lakers be the best defensive team since the All-Star break, and the team that has the least amount of fouls while guarding, you automatically gonna think against a smaller team with the Warriors, you're gonna think if the Warriors go in there and miss a layup, what you gonna think? They didn't get fouled. That was just good defense because of what we seen. And on the opposite, if we see Anthony Davis as a ref, if I see Anthony Davis miss a layup, if I'm going off of that past stigma of the regular season in comparison to the playoffs, if I see Anthony Davis miss a layup, what I'm gonna think? He got fouled because it's the Warriors and they're the worst defending team in the league. So you can't go based off of those stigmas. You have to watch what you see now. If you go based off of what you've seen in the past, you're going to fuck shit up, because just because that's what it was in the regular season don't mean it's going to stay the same in the playoffs. Even though I know teams have certain things that stay the same consistently, but when you have these level of teams, championship teams, they tend to get in the playoffs and things change. So, like I said, I was watching the games, bro, and a lot of times, like I said, Anthony Davis will come down. hit a jump shot, talking shit. Then he'll come down, dunk on a nigga, talking shit to Draymond, screaming in his face. Then the next play, he'll be down there with Kevon Looney, and Kevon Looney touches elbow, he falling down. You hear the whistle. What? And now you flailing like come on, bro, like you popping popcorn and shit. You falling down on the ground. Well, come on, bro. We gotta keep it a bug. Y'all supposed to be the best athletes in the world, the best athletes in the world. So I ain't trying to. But even with all that though, I'm still on the Warriors' ass because they had multiple chances to win, regardless of the free throws. Game 1 with the 30-something free throws, they only lost by 3 points. Game 3 when they got blown out, I saw that in that second quarter, what started it is when Austin Reeves swung through on that three, on that mid-range, or that three, and he got a foul. And that killed their momentum. So what I feel like, what I know is that in that game 3 where they got blown out, the Warriors just gave up on themselves. They just let it go. They gave up. And that's on them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm bringing up the facts, but I'm still on the Warriors' ass because regardless of what we've seen, they have the ability to push through and get the win. So going back to crypto, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of pressure on LeBron, especially if AD don't play, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man, if AD don't play,
I ain't trying to hear no excuses.
Oh man, if AD, look, if AD don't play, I'm still not trying to hear no excuses.
It ain't no excuses. It's not.
No excuses. You gotta
somebody
get it
got somebody got like a little echo in their mic, I think.
I ain't me.
That's
Is it mine?
I think just like a little background echo. It's gone.
It's gone. Yeah.
But yeah, like, man, if AD don't play, I'm really not trying to hear that much. You feel me? It's still the team's still mad deep.
Facts. That's what everybody was saying. They team just better than the Warriors.
Team mad deep, man. Listen, it was people on Players' Choice talking about Austin Reeves better than Jordan Poole.
Facts.
I heard that too.
You feel me? So it really ain't no excuses, bro.
It's not. They said that the Warriors roster was just hands down better than the Lakers roster. I mean, the Lakers roster was just hands down better than the Warriors.
Facts. You still got D'Lo, who been cooking.
And if we look at Vanderbilt, even though Steph Curry wasn't scoring in that game where Steph Curry had a triple-double in the other game, Vanderbilt was looking real tired.
Yeah.
He was looking real gassed guarding Steph.
It's low key like even more balanced if you take AD out. You got D'Lo and Clay or Jordan Poole. Like, you feel me? Whoever you want to match him up with, because he been hooping. You got shit, Austin Reeves. You got, bro, it's the same thing. I mean, bro, I hope AD plays though, because I really don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear no. You said who?
I said the Lakers got Rui Hachimura.
Yeah. Oh yes, yep. You got Rui Hachimura. As far as matching up against Wiggins, shit, Vanderbilt is there. Draymond.
Oh yeah, they saying Vanderbilt the next Rodman. I'm like,
yep. That's what they said.
And what I'm not trying to hear is, bro, you're up. You was up 3-1. Now you're up 3-2. You just got to get one game.
That's one game, right? Right. So it don't even matter.
So if LeBron is the GOAT, if he 38, he just did all that should go out the window. This is what we be talking about, Crunch. This is what we talking about with Kobe. You see that picture of Kobe right there? When they smell blood, they feast. When you smell blood, you feast. You take it. If I'm LeBron going into this next game, I'm taking this shit. We taking this shit. That's we taking this shit. If I'm the GOAT, we taking this shit. We getting their ass out of here. We taking that shit away.
Hey, look, LeBron got 2 games against the Warriors by himself in 2015. You feel me? Kyrie Love down. He's up 2-1.
They got walked down.
I ain't trying to hear no excuses, man.
Got walked down. Yeah, he just got to get one game. So if they get walked down, bro, I ain't trying to hear nothing about this nigga go. I'm not. Because you even though I know what they finna say still.
He 38.
38. But then when he 38, right? But he out there catching putback dunks on Clay. What? When I saw that they catch that putback dunk on Klay Thompson last night, I was damn. I was like,
yeah. And they be like, that's just because he's Brown. He's just that good. So shit. If he that good, then
thank you. So if he that good, why the fuck we hold him to the same standard as other 38-year-old players?
Right. So they be like, oh no, yeah, like you try to give him a pass if he don't do it, but I thought he was just that good though.
Hey, I really want to give props to Draymond Green last night. I gotta clap it up, man.
Oh yeah, facts.
Facts.
Draymond Green
That's a
came
good
out
game.
last night. He set the tempo. He hit that 3 early, and that just changed the whole tempo of the game. Like I said, I told you, Crunch, back in the Sacramento series, who was gonna be the difference. Once Draymond Green began to attack the basket, that was gonna open everything up. Like that handoff he does every time, that's a killer. Because guess what? They doubling down on Anthony Davis. As we saw last night, Anthony Davis in the initial one guard that was guarding Steph. Dennis Schroeder, they always double down on the screen. So now what we have now is if they setting that high screen at the top of the key, what can Draymond do down? He can slide down to the paint because Anthony Davis is on the perimeter now, and they not switching on Draymond because they looking at him like a playmaker. So now they thinking he's not even looking to score. So guess what? Now you get your best defender out of the paint. He on the perimeter with Steph and Dennis Schroeder out there. So now you got two people out to play. So now Draymond can go work in the middle of the key, or he can go kick out to the corners. You know what I'm saying? So when Draymond is aggressive and he looking to score, bro, we see what it is. That's a whole different team, bro. And he needs to continue to do that because I was seeing people, they was like, he not gonna score, he not gonna score 20 again, have 11, 12 rebounds again. And the way they were saying it, you would think Draymond was out there shooting step back 30-footers, step back corner threes, fadeaways. He was taking layups the whole game. So if you think
Even
he's not
Steph
gonna
Curry
hit
was
those,
taking layups.
so either you're gonna have to give the layup to Draymond or you got to give the shot to Steph, and that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. So now what that does is now they have to gamble. It's gonna be it's an even tougher gamble because now you have to worry about what Draymond is gonna do offensively because now he's looking to score. And not only is he looking to score, he getting easy layups at the basket. And like I said, once Anthony Davis rotate out to the top of the key, they ain't got nobody else who can really help and get a stop in the paint. So now guess what that does for Looney, for Wiggs. All they gotta do is backdoor cut. You know what I'm saying? We know LeBron, he gonna face on the initial help, but then he could just lay that pass. Drop that bitch down to A Wiggs. Throw a lob up to Gary Payton. So like that changes their offense completely. And now guess what? Now guess what's gonna happen? Now Steph Curry gonna get more open shots. Now Clay gonna get more open shots. So now then when they see the ball go in, it's a wrap. Simple as that.
Hey, Pose, what you got on this show? You probably doing something. Yeah,
It's always refreshing, man, to hear people break down the game, bro. I appreciate you to that, bro. Salute to you, man.
Sure.
Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Chaz be on here cooking all the time.
What?
You know what I'm
this
saying?
is my first time on the panel, but I've been subscribed to your channel from Players Choice and stuff, so I got have my little day off and stuff, so I got a chance catch you live and stuff, man.
Yeah, man. We be
Y'all
trying to
want to know the craziest thing, bro? This is how I found Crunch. First, I was seeing him on the Players Choice, and I was like, dude, this dude love Kyrie. This nigga got to be Kyrie twin or something. He love Kyrie. I would go on TikTok, whoopty whoop, and I saw somebody get dunked on by a white boy with a Nets jersey on. I said, hold on, wait a minute, you look familiar. I seen that head somewhere.
Hey yo.
I went back to TikTok and went to YouTube. I said, that's good. No! I was dying laughing. I was no. Then ever since then, I found this TikTok, and me and him, we've been locked in, killing dudes.
Yeah, man, it's easy work, yo.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? But
Now,
yo, really...
hey, we ain't even talk about the Sixers and Harden. What did I tell you, family?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
What did I tell you? Come on, man. I said that shit word for word, bar for bar, nigga. Straight up. D'Anthony Melton, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, and then we talked. Me and you, we even chopped it up on Joel Embiid becoming more of a catch and shoot, pick and pop guy instead of him trying to dominate in the post and becoming more of a defensive big.
This was the day before the game.
Facts.
It was the day before the series started.
Yes, facts. And everybody was in here. I don't know. Celtics in 5.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about. I know what I see. I feel basketball. I am basketball. What?
Yeah, that's facts.
Come on, bro. And then tonight, if they close it out, I don't want to hear nothing about James Harden ain't the same no more. None of that. The fact of the matter is James Harden still is the same. But he's not playing the style of basketball as to where he's just completely dominating the ball every time. Blood.
tell him what you said. Tell him what you said the other day about how LeBron didn't adjust his game like
Oh yeah, Cook.
Harden
Oh
did.
yeah. Okay, so I
Yeah.
was just pondering one day. You know what I'm saying? I was pondering. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling, watching hoops, chilling. You know what I'm saying? And I was just thinking. I was watching some old James Harden highlights, and I was watching LeBron in 2018 through his playoff run, and I was like, what is the main thing we criticize Harden for? And we told him what? His play style wouldn't work. We criticized him because he didn't step up in his game in the playoffs, but it was mainly due to him being tired and his play style would not work. That I'm running the offense every play, kicking out the shooters and getting to the cup and finishing at the cup. It wasn't consistent throughout the playoffs. So we criticized him and we told him, you can't do that. It's not gonna work. You can't do that. So now I'm thinking about how many excuses they give LeBron, and what is it's LeBron's fault. He chose to play like that. He wasn't able to convert his play style until now. So we giving niggas so many excuses, but we don't give other niggas excuses. If he the GOAT, right? Y'all can say, oh, but he showed us he could do it one time, he could do it 2 times, but he 4-6 doing that shit. So what I'm saying is, if he a higher level than James Harden, we got on James Harden like that, just because somebody to go, don't mean we give them excuses. That means we criticize them even more. We get on their ass even more. So the reason James Harden wasn't getting to the finals was because of what? His play style. We criticized him. We talked about that 1 out, two at the top of the key. It's easy to play in the playoffs just because you're a passer, this and that. It ain't gonna do nothing. What did Kobe say? Kobe said the play style wasn't gonna work, and Lord and behold, what happened? It didn't work. So why don't we keep the same energy for LeBron James? LeBron James over his tenure of him playing in the NBA, especially later down the line, towards the first ring in Miami, later down the line, and back with the Cavs, he was dominating the ball. It's so hard to dominate the ball and then expect your teammates to be in a rhythm down when you get later in the series. If you're really versatile, you should be able to get your teammates involved earlier in the series. And by get your teammates involved, the main thing people will say to me is, oh, LeBron he averaged a triple-double, he averaged this. That's how I know they don't watch the games. Because how did he average a triple-double? Look, dribbling out the clock, high screen and roll, till it's 5 seconds left on the clock, 2 seconds left on the clock, he kicking it to the corner of J.R. Smith. He kicking it to the corner of Rodney Hood. So now when we get in those deep playoff situations where now the teams are converting their play style against LeBron, and we get into the finals, and now they taking LeBron off the ball, and he got to give it up. Guess what? Now they don't know what to do. They shaking. We in the finals. I ain't never got a chance to dribble the ball and get into rhythm now. So now what I'm saying is we criticize James Harden for that same play style, but just because LeBron got to the finals with that play style and he executed 4 out of 10 times, we give him a pass. But we shouldn't. We should be on his ass the same way, or even more, we on James Harden ass for it.
Yeah, because remember, they look at numbers for their defense, right? But they say Harden was a ball hog. But if you look at his numbers, and they say he was playing bad and stuff against, the Warriors in the playoffs and this and that, but he was still averaging like 35 plus, 30 plus all the time with like a lot of assists, a lot of rebounds. So it's not, so they don't always look at the stats. You know what I'm saying? They only look at the stats for certain players.
Yep.
But I see what you're saying, man. It's like, even right now, James Harden is literally like, he's literally doing it now. Ever since he went to Brooklyn, he's been literally adjusting his game. A lot of people used to be like, yeah, LeBron should, you know what I'm saying, sacrifice some of his numbers to like 22, 23, and 9 and 10 assists. That's what James Harden doing though. And we seen him, he was the best scorer in the whole NBA.
Yep.
So it's working in the playoffs, and look, now they still trying to. It's just crazy how they don't even like to give Harden no credit. Like, even when they see him have a good game, they don't even want to be like, damn, I ain't know he was going to do that. Because look, everybody be like, Harden not going to show up. He don't show up in the biggest moments. But then when he do it, they be like, they don't even know what to say. Like, it's like they think it's like, I don't know, like it's like people just care about being right.
They don't take no accountability at all.
Because now Philly is scary. And I would, damn, excuse me, I would just tell my man the other night. If you think about it though, like a prime James Harden and a prime Joel Embiid, I would pick them to beat the Celtics any day anyway. You feel me? So it's Harden. All it takes is for Harden to play like he's still in his prime and give you them games, and that's what he's doing. Like, and that's what that's him showing up as a second option. Because they keep on talking about when he was in Houston as a first option, but it's different now. Like, all we need him to do is step up, and I think he exceeded that for real. Like, but you know how they do, man. Once they try to start burying you down, they'll bring you back up. You feel me?
Facts, real shit. Like I said, I don't even need Houston Harden. Give me Nets Harden before he got injured. Like,
Yeah.
put him with Joel Embiid before he got the hamstring injury.
Because that's what he's looking like now. He looking like how he looked on Brooklyn when he first went over there.
That's what I'm saying. They forget Nets Harden was an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
They don't remember that.
And not only that should speak to James Harden's greatness for him to be able to switch up his play style and completely become a number two the way he has. The people don't realize everybody always, like I said, they give so many excuses for LeBron. What do they say? Oh man, it's so hard to do this when you've been playing like this for a certain amount of years and able to convert. But we see James Harden, he's been playing like this ever since he got out of OKC, and he's just completely 180. So that's just the versatility of James Harden and the amount of excuses people give to LeBron. Oh, yeah. He the most all-around player of all time. But then, like I said, once again, he needs every single perfect puzzle piece to win. I don't get that. Like, when we see somebody like James Harden, and he's went from dominating the ball completely to getting everybody involved besides himself. And then like I said, I was talking to my mom about this, and she was mad at James Harden because, like I said, but when I first started watching basketball, I lived in Houston, so by default, I was a Houston fan, right? And that was when James Harden was going to the Western Conference Finals, Western Conference Semifinals, and what we were seeing in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? We was like, oh my God, this shit is crazy. But then in comparison to the regular season, we were like, bro, he's not doing the same shit. And I'm gonna come back to that, and I'm gonna cook y'all minds on that. But
right. I want to ask you though, when you say he need the perfect puzzle piece, is that a bad thing or?
What I'm saying is it's not a bad thing, but in comparison to the criteria and on his resume, what do they say about LeBron? They say he's the most all-around player of all time. He a Swiss Army knife. He said it himself. He was in the.
I got you. I know. I get you.
So that's counterintuitive. Don't say he the perfect puzzle piece when he the puzzle piece that needs certain puzzle pieces to fit him. So that don't make no sense.
It just certain. Some of the things they say, like they try to Daniel, somebody got background, Mike.
Yo, is that me?
Yo, no, it was gone, I think.
Oh yeah, that must be me.
But yeah, like that's how they try to dictate. If you're having a debate, bro, and they try to dictate the debate, you know what I'm saying? They try to call you a casual and call you dumb and stuff like that. The reason why
be all lies, man.
Yeah, like the reason why they be calling you dumb and a casual is because they got all these lies in their head. Like, it's not that it's a bad thing that he would need a perfect puzzle piece, but they be saying stuff that's just like, bro, if he's man, you know, hey Post, man, I need gotta break it down to you. I mean, you already know how LeBron fans is, bro. They be lying, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's all this hyperbole, right? Why, like, it's just certain situations to just prove that like that's not the case. They need to tone down what they be saying and put him in categories with other players and have a debate.
The worst fan base in sports history.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
Like, when I was speaking to people, when I was speaking on the Warriors and the amount of free throws that the Lakers were getting, they were saying the play style, so they should be getting those free throws. But the one thing I said is which I cooked them on. Like, I was going against people in the comments and all type of shit, and I cooked them. I was like, okay, so if you're telling me the calls from the regular season should translate over to the playoffs, which is counterintuitive in comparison to what they tell us the playoffs are, which is more aggressive, the rest let them play more. Okay, cool. So can somebody tell me the main reason James Harden didn't get to the finals and he didn't average the same numbers he did in the regular season in the playoffs? Because he wasn't getting the same calls that he was getting in the playoffs that he was getting in the regular season. That's why they didn't beat the Warriors. If James Harden was getting the same calls that he was getting in the regular season in the playoffs versus the Warriors, James Harden would have been in the finals 2 times. That's a fact. So I mean, I'm not trying to hear, it's because of the play style of the team, and it's a team in comparison to a person. Well, that makes it even worse. So I can see a team because it's harder to make certain calls for a team. But if a player is playing like this and we was giving him these calls during the regular season, if we gonna stay consistent, let's give him the same calls in the playoffs too. So and when he playing the same way. So I'm not trying to hear nothing about that. Oh, it's the play style and this and that. When the whole stigma of the playoffs is what? it's more aggressive, it's more physical, it's more reminiscent of 90s basketball. So if it's like that, like 90s and 2000 basketball, why are we getting, if we getting this amount of free throw attempts and this many calls in the regular season, and if the message y'all trying to push to us is that it's more difficult in the playoffs, we should be getting less calls. So the fact of the matter is it's not consistent and it's a clear bias to certain teams, period. And I'm not just saying
It is. I've been seeing it, bro.
Period. Like I said, you can't tell me if James Harden was getting the same calls that he was getting in the regular season in the playoffs against the Warriors. Y'all cannot tell me they wouldn't have went to the James Harden wouldn't have been in the finals 2 times and maybe had 1 ring with Houston. You can't tell me.
I don't know. Because that 0 for 30 got a big part to do with it.
And that 0 for 27 consecutive misses. But if we go back and look at, like I said, you can't just look at the number. I watched every single game of that series. The misses that especially with James Harden misses, it was fouls that he would get in the regular season. So that's the point I'm trying to make. We given certain fouls the same in the regular season.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Some of them misses that they was missing, those was wide open threes.
Yeah. But that's what I'm cool with. Teams miss. But now we speaking on what I'm saying is inconsistent. The main reason they didn't get to, if we give them the same fouls, about 10 of those threes they was getting fouled on. It was fouls that they was getting in the regular season. So 10 of those threes, let's say they convert two out of let's say every now and then they convert like 15 points off of those 10 free throws. That changes the series completely. So that's what I'm saying. It's inconsistent. First, we're not giving calls in the regular season because of how he play. Then, but we're giving them the calls in the regular season because of how he play, and we're saying, okay, it shouldn't translate to the playoffs because it's the playoffs. But then with this team, oh yeah, their play style is going to translate to the playoffs because they play in a certain way in the regular season. It's not consistent. That's all I'm saying.
I got you. I'm saying if they made the finals that year too, I believe they would have won that.
Facts.
We got to remember the Cavs. Their defense was terrible that season.
Trash.
It was bad.
Trash.
With Houston,
Talk about 2018.
Yeah, 2018. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like Houston, if they got past the Warriors, they had a chance to win that year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, OC.
Yo.
You think the Warriors coming back from 3-1?
Hey man, I'm hoping and I'm praying, man. I hope we come back.
Not gonna happen.
Fuck hoping and praying, nigga. Hold your nuts, nigga. Say that shit.
Nah. I feel like if we win the next game, we do have.
He said it. Hey, look, he said it earlier in the comment right there.
Nah, I need that.
Nah, I'm gonna stand on it. Yeah, I feel like we can come back 3-1.
I'm right with you, baby. I'm right. Hey,
look, I was iffy about it too, man. But the fact that I'm even considering it, I think they're gonna come back for real. You feel me?
I'm not gonna lie.
The Lakers home next game, right? Though.
Yeah, they are. That's what I'm saying.
That's the thing. Like when they home, they get a lot of calls. I don't know.
I'm telling y'all, man. Hold on.
And even in that, once again, even with all the calls, it still was close game.
Yeah, the first
game. I'm not gonna lie though. If y'all stop jacking up 500 threes a game, y'all get calls too.
Now that's inconsistent because that was only the first game.
Y'all get calls too.
Every other game that they only shot like 7 or 8 more threes than the Lakers. That's the crazy part.
Hey, I give you this though. The Lakers better end this at 6.
They better end it.
What I'm saying is now
because if it go to 7 at home, it's a wrap.
Now we're putting new players. We're putting them for the Lakers. This is why I say the pressure is on the Lakers and not the Warriors. Now the momentum is towards the Warriors because from the Warriors' perspective, like I said, when I watch these games, y'all, I watch all the post-game interviews. I watched all that from the coaches, the players, all that. So what I saw and what I seen on the court in comparison to what I hear from them speaking, Steph Curry and them, they weren't worried at all. Even though they went by 3-1, down 3-1, Steph Curry said himself, I feel very confident every single game we had a complete chance to take it and run away with it. We just were not delivering. Steph Curry didn't say
that's true. The blowout game was the only game.
And listen to this. In the blowout game, Steph Curry said we gave up on Steph Curry and Clay. They was like, we gave up on ourselves because of in the second quarter, the momentum. And that second quarter was the worst officiated quarter I've ever seen in the playoffs.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That first game was terrible too.
That shit was terrible. So, but even in that I say that's on them because they mentally gave up. So what I'm saying to this is if we speak about them shooting 53s, the crazy thing about them shooting 53s is even with all the calls that they were getting, Warriors hit 24 threes and was only down by they was only a shot away from taking it to overtime. An open shot away from taking it to overtime. Not a smothered defensive shot, an open shot. So You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
Every game has been relatively close. And if we see, if even in the game that the Warriors won, when they won by like 27 at home, where the fuck it is? I don't chasing or whatever it's called. They still didn't shoot like 53s. You know what I'm saying? And even in the past couple games, like even in the last game which they won, they weren't shooting 53s. Steph Curry was abysmal from three. Clay was
Steph Curry
abysmal
been
from
bad
three.
for me in the
So
series.
Steph Curry's been trashed from three the past couple games. So what I'm saying to that is now for the Lakers, the pressure is on them because going back home, you got all the people that's gonna be in the crowds. One, so that energy is gonna be towards you. But now you're putting the only player that we've seen in these type of situations is who? LeBron. So now Austin Reeves, Dennis Schroeder, Lonnie Walker, Rui Hashimura, Vanderbilt. The pressure is on them now to perform, and now we're putting them in a situation that they've never been in before. So now it's gonna be on.
I don't. It's on this man right here, man. Like, do y'all trust him?
What Ticket say? Terry Clark, he's very soft.
That nigga Ticket, that nigga Ticket say he's
Bro,
Terry
he
Clark.
Hey, first shorty was. If y'all watched last night, y'all can't tell me that nigga got a concussion from that hit. I slowed that shit
That's
down.
what I'm saying, bro.
No,
I
you
said
can
the
tell.
same
Many
You
thing.
can tell
players
they
a
got
were
lot of
saying it
injuries
was
like
like an
that,
orbital
man.
fracture or
It's
something
bad.
like that.
Looney barely touched that dude, man. Stop.
I'm
Looney
saying
barely touched
Hey,
that
did
dude,
y'all
man.
see the
I was
fans on
thinking he
Twitter,
was
bro?
milking it.
that man was on a wheelchair and everything, bro. I'm not trying to do that,
Yeah, I
bro.
was confused. I'm like, damn. First he holding his back, then he holding his eye, then he holding his head, then he holding his back again. I'm damn. What's going on,
Nah,
bro?
I be peeping AD do that too, bro. He just be randomly holding himself.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm
bro.
like, yo.
And
He always
said,
grimacing, man.
my mama said that it was because of that growth spurt he had. She said he's
I
not
think so
stable.
too.
That could be it. That could
Yeah,
that be
that's
it.
probably
Nigga went
what
from
it is.
5'10" to 6'11", 5'8".
6'11".
Yeah,
That's
bro was
crazy.
like 6 foot,
That's crazy.
man.
Hey,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I went from 5'11" to 6'7", and that's tough. I still was tough. So hey, that 5'8", 5'9", 6'11" is crazy.
It's like he clumsy. It's like he ain't got no leg strength or something.
He don't, y'all. If like I said, if you watch on his moves, man, that's why I was saying he was flopping most of the time because when he was doing the drop spin moves, you know, he liked to take the ball on the baseline and then do a spin move. Bro, he looks off balance every time he does it. And he falling down. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he does.
Are you good, bro?
That's why, like these are some of the reasons why I never really like was that big a fan of AD's game. Like I know he nice, but it's always something I just ain't really like about it.
He's very nice.
He can't. It just don't be fluid sometimes.
It's
Man,
not.
I like killers on the court, man. AD just don't got that. I don't know.
He don't. That's all it
He
is.
got-
He just don't.
Hey, just like his man's, just like LeBron, he got selective killer. What you talking about? They selectively choose when to pop out. It ain't blood every game. And what I mean by blood, I don't mean by go out there and score 50. I mean do whatever you can to
Yo,
win.
I seen a beast move list that had LeBron James as the most clutchest player of all time.
They go into the stats. Oh, he has the most clutch go ahead jumpers and all that. But we have to put a lot of context into what we see throughout the games. Though like that's why I don't really like stats to back up the eye test, not the other way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, they misconstrue it to get you just to look at the numbers and not really watch the game and get a better understanding of the game. So it's all the narrative.
Yeah, I'm a join back real quick. I gotta check
bet.
something.
All right.
But yeah, man. I got Harden and them closing it out. I'm so hey, I don't want to hear shit about that nigga Jason Tatum being an MVP ever again, nigga. Never again.
Bro, Jason
Never
Tatum,
again.
he's so
That nigga
inconsistent,
sorry in
man.
a bit.
Crazy,
I don't
man.
care.
Yeah, they say he the next Kobe
Tatum
and all this
suck.
other shit.
Tatum
Yo,
suck.
that man,
Say he was the
talking about
next Kobe, bro.
I need
Tatum
to
sucks,
go
bro.
one by one line them niggas up. We need to go drop on all them niggas who said that weak ass shit. Talking about he the next Kobe. Fuck out of here with that shit. It's like they were saying Devin Booker was the next Kobe. Shut
After
up.
I seen JT in the finals last year, I already knew, like, yeah.
And
that
then
moment,
I'm
JT
thinking
Loki don't want to
he's gonna
step
come
up.
out in his blood. Cause you know what I'm saying? I'm saying in blood for him is him
Mhm.
scoring, him doing what he gotta do. Bro, they're losing these games because Jason Tatum isn't scoring. If we're just being real. He had a game where he had like 16 rebounds. He hold amazing defense, but he just cannot convert his shots. And then he just looks so his body language be so bad when he missed shots. Like
I say let
that's how
Jaylen Brown get more shots.
But Jaylen Brown got it. And let them get dropped off tonight. I'm telling y'all, Jaylen Brown is gone. He's gone.
Yeah.
Hey, Jaylen Brown, go on over there. Go on over there with the Warriors.
Sometimes Jaylen Brown just stops shooting too. Like
Jaylen,
I don't.
hey, I feel like Jaylen Brown be kind of frustrated with him because he feel like you should be going take this shit, bro. You should be going take this shit. Like I'm so disappointed in Jason Tatum. Like especially in comparison to what he said. I don't like putting expectations on players that they don't say themselves. But what did Jason Tatum say himself this season? He said it was nothing like the finals. There's nothing better than getting back. No MVP, none of that. I want to get back to the finals. It don't look like it. It don't look like it at all. So I'm completely disappointed in Jason Tatum. Even if he comes out tonight and score 50, I'm disappointed. I don't care. Y'all should have never been in this hole in the first place. Y'all should have never lost to a team with just James Harden. I love James Harden and all that. He gave him 40 ball, but even when he gave him the 40 ball, they still could have won the game. They lost every game because of Jason Tatum. Simple.
I agree.
That trash ass shit. Hey, in the Knicks in the Heat series, I'm fucking with it. I don't know about y'all. I love it. I love it.
That shit.
It's a good series. I don't think Jalen Brunson finna come out next game and drop 40 again. So I think they over in 6. I think
Oh no, yeah, it's over in 6. They got Julius Randle over there. You know that.
Yeah, I think it's over in 6. Hey, no, Julius Randle lucky saved him last night with that steal in the layup.
He did last night,
saved
but
him.
off his track record, we know what's gonna happen.
Hey, look, I be trying to. I'm a big believer in like nowhere and staying in the moment because like I said, when you look at things in the past, even though it can stay consistent, you never know. So I like to stay in the moment and not judge people based off of their past. I stay in the moment, and if you continue to show me even after that, then I'm gonna put that reputation on you. You get what I'm saying? So we don't know. Julius Randle may come out and give him 30, but
right.
It's the reason he's so like this is why I be so confused about Julius Randle because he has, if you look at his game and his size and his build, he has literally the perfect arsenal for the playoffs. Perfect. He a tough. What do you need in the playoffs? You need a mid-range shooter. You need a mid-range shooter for the most part. And people can say, "Oh, the Warriors," but that's
a player with great half-court offense.
Yeah, the Warriors are out of how many teams play like the Warriors? You know what I'm saying? And won the championship. You know what I'm saying? So it's the Warriors are that one team that didn't need a mid-range shooter. And really, we talk about Kevin Durant. They had Kevin Durant, a mid-range shooter. So what I'm saying is, you need somebody that can go get tough buckets in the 2. So, and then we look at Julius Randle's size. How tall is Julius Randle? Like 6'10", 6'9"? Like
like 6'10".
He's huge. And he's not just like a frail 16. He's huge. Like that nigga, I'm 6'7". That nigga, I get in the bitch. If I stood next to that nigga, I wouldn't look little nigga because I'm lean in the bitch. But hey, that nigga buff. I ain't gonna lie. But what I'm saying is the reason he should be a better rebounder. But I feel like when he don't score, it completely takes his game away. And I feel like he should look at something other than scoring. When you have a point guard like that, I actually expected him to beat the Heat in 6 or 5. I expected that. And the reason I'm saying this in comparison to the Heat, because when you look at the team, the way it's set up, those type of scorers like Julius Randle, what we supposed to do, we supposed to get him involved in actions consistently with Jalen Brunson. You have a point guard that can get you the ball in your spots consistently. Like Jalen Brunson shouldn't have to go out here and score 38, 40 for them to win when you got a scorer like Julius Randle on your team. And the reason he can't score as much as he does in the playoffs in comparison to the regular season is because he's taking all them step back jump mid fades and shit. Like he be trying to get the toughest bucket possible.
That's my issue with Jason Tatum. Like when he's off, he's off. Like he'll shoot you out the game.
He ain't gonna go and take an easy layup.
Yeah.
He finna, like I said, Julius Randle, his ass, he lived by the tough shot, died by the tough shot. Simple. That's tough. That's tough. I'm very disappointed in his game because he has the utility and the size to be a great defender, a great rebounder, a great scorer, all of that. So, like I said, you have a point guard with you that can get you the ball like Jalen Brunson. There's no excuse for you to be averaging 10 less points than you did in the regular season.
I agree. I know y'all was talking about the Warriors before I came in. I don't know if y'all talked about Draymond yesterday.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I cooked on that. I broke that down. Yeah. You go ahead though. Tell what's up.
No. I was just saying, like, if we get something similar to that, it's over.
Yeah. And they are because if you would swear in comparison to the comments, I said this before you came. you would swear in comparison to the comments and what people are saying, Draymond not gonna do this again. You would swear Draymond was shooting step back, half court threes, step back, fadeaways
right.
from deep, but he was getting layups the whole game.
Yes, he was.
Layups. He had one jump. He had two jumpers. A three. He made a three, and he had a mid range on the right elbow when the shot clock ran down. So, and him coming out shooting that three, that completely changed the tempo of the game. Because now when you have the main playmaker going to score and not just hand off the ball, that completely opens up the Warriors offense, and it completely kills the Lakers defense. Because what they have been doing the whole series is what? Doubling down on Klay, doubling down on Steph on that handoff, because they know Draymond not going to look to score. So now Draymond is going to look to score. And what was the difference in the Sacramento series? It was Draymond going to look to score. That game where when he came back, when he was in Sacramento, he came back from getting suspended. That game, he was more aggressively offensive. And what we see is when he is like that, he gets more open layups, more close mid-ranges, more close floaters. So now what you're doing now, you're taking Anthony Davis out the paint, even if he does play. But I'm speaking on what happened last night. What we're doing now is they game play is double down on Steph. So now we go. We have Draymond set a high screen for Steph trying to fake a handoff. Now we got their best burn protector out on the 3-point line with Steph, because we seen Anthony Davis been out there with Steph guarding. So now we got him out there with Steph. So guess what that does in the paint? Now who does the Lakers have to protect the rim like Anthony Davis, or even comparable to Anthony Davis once Anthony Davis leaves the paint? Nobody.
Nobody.
So now what we have here is Draymond has three options: a corner man over there on LeBron's side, a corner man over there with Rui Hachimura, or you know what I'm saying. So he either got Gary Payton cutting down for a lob, he got Dante DiVincenzo open, he got Klay probably open, or he probably got Andrew Wiggins cutting in, or he got a floater for himself. So now that completely changed.
I'm so happy we got Gary Payton back.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he killer, bro. He played like a big man, and he can shoot too. He can't shoot. Like that nigga can shoot. I don't know why they leave him open. He can shoot. When he hit that corner three, y'all can't tell me that bitch don't go straight in every time. Every time he shoot that corner three, I'll be thinking, damn, that's good. Yep, good. But yeah, he and his defense too. Oh my God, his defense. He ain't scared to get down there and finish with Anthony Davis either.
If your dad Gary Payton, you got to be a good defender.
Oh yeah, that's a
fact.
Yeah, he a killer on them screens. He had Austin Reeves in hell last night, nigga.
I think the series over tonight with the Nuggets.
Oh, hey, they said.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask about that. How y'all feel about Nuggets and the Suns?
Think about the Nuggets series.
They said.
Man.
I think it's over tonight, y'all.
I think it's over too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think it's over tonight because people talk about, oh my God, it's Kevin Durant them coming back. But bro, like if we being real, those are like games where they're like, man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna just do it myself. I'm gonna go ahead and get it myself. Like the main thing with me is consistency. How long is KD and Devin Booker going to be able to put up 35 plus points a game? You know what I'm saying? Like consistently, especially when all the defenders are looking at you. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's all about their consistency and their edging. Like if they have the ability to keep that play up, and even then they can still lose. So that Suns team just
they can still lose and they both drop 30.
Facts.
Yeah, and I'm saying like we not gonna get another Landry Shamet sighting. I don't think so. And we got to understand like DeAndre Ayton not playing either this game. So
he is. I forgot.
DeAndre Ayton's out.
Contusion, a rib contusion.
If I'm being real with y'all, bro, I like the what's his name, the white boy better. What is his name? I forgot. The white boy with the mohawk. He's very even though he's not offensively talented or nothing like that, DeAndre, and he can't shoot the mid range. He has a very good touch floater around the basket. He's a very good rebounder as well, and he put his body up in Jokic too. So even though we know we're not gonna stop Jokic, like you know what I'm saying, he does give Jokic a tough time in comparison to DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton is inconsistent. A couple plays on defense, he'll give him a tough time, then a couple plays off, he'll give him an easy layup. You know what I'm saying? Or a free throw jumper. But like when I see what is it, whatever his name is, Lauderdale, whatever his name is.
You talking about Jock Lindell?
He's a good rebounder. Yeah. He's consistent, he's a good rebounder, all that. But it's not even just him, bro. It's gonna be the other pieces like Cam Payton, whatever his name is.
Cameron Payne and
Cameron Payne.
Yeah, Bismack Biyombo and
yeah. So like that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be on them to step up. Landry Shamet,
Josh Okogie.
corner, you know what I'm saying? So and they be getting a lot of open shots too. That's the thing. So like they just got to knock down their shots because all the attention is on who? I'm finna say Steph Curry. Why am I thinking about that nigga? Kevin Durant and Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
Torrey Craig,
all on
he
them.
been improving his shot too. He been hitting threes in the corner. I like his game a little bit. Yeah.
But man, people can say what they want to say about Jokic, bro. I don't care. Jokic is a killer. I don't care. Jokic is, people talk about he don't have no
He's
flash,
definitely
he
a
don't
killer.
have that. He don't have that it factor. That's a fact. But man, most players don't. You know what I'm saying? Most players don't have that it factor. You know, Michael Jordan, Kobe, they have that it factor. Tim Duncan, them, they have that it factor. You know what I'm saying? But people, so I don't know why people look at him like, oh, just because he's not jumping high, he's not doing this, he's not doing that. People don't realize how I don't like to say tough because I don't view nothing as a challenge, but tough it is to guard somebody that play like Jokic. Yeah, you could put your body up on him and shit like that, but first off, he's not even really looking to score. Second off, he's 7 foot. You know what I'm saying? And this the main thing I'm finna talk about somebody who out the playoffs. Giannis. I was saying Giannis needs to incorporate a floater in his game. Giannis needs a floater like Jokic in his game.
That's my guy.
Jokic, the floater, I don't care what nobody says. That's the most unguardable shot in basketball next to the hook shot. You literally can't stop a floater. Like literally, only way you can stop a floater is from stopping them from getting up off the floor. And we in our offensive league today, so not really many people are stopped from getting a shot up. So just think about Giannis coming down the lane, and instead of just blood attack, he stop and hit you with a floater. He already 6'11". You know what I'm saying? So with Giannis, bro, he need that floater, bro. If he get a floater, he ain't even got to be able to shoot threes. If he get a floater, that completely changes his game offensively, and it takes away from his it gives him more energy throughout the game because we have to think about something with Giannis, bro. He has to play like from the 3 to the 5 on defense. Sometimes he plays the 1 on offense. So you know what I'm saying? And then he attacking the cup. He have to also look for other guys. He got to play help defense, all this. So throughout the game, guess what that do? That takes a toll on you, your energy and your stamina. So now guess what? When we get to the free throw lines, that's why we have inconsistencies with Giannis. Because guess what? When your legs are under you and you shooting free throws, it's all your wrist now. So it all depends on the work you put in. So now he getting tired, he gassed out, and that's why we see inconsistent nights from him at the free throw line. But if he incorporates a floater like Jokic or something like that, that completely changes his game and give him more energy to last throughout the stretch. You know, last throughout the stretch of the game. But now Jokic is tough, bro. I don't think people realize how tough he is. Like he's tough.
There's ways in this game that he can like I like Jokic's game, man. A lot of people just don't like it because it's
not flashy.
Yeah, but it's just like he does everything and like with the pass and facilitating, like his leadership alone, just improves the Denver Nuggets team altogether. Like, and people don't really see that. Like, he does everything else like that Embiid does, and as far as the shooting, the mid range and the 3, like, and Jokic is incredible, man. And people be hating on that dude, man.
Facts. Yeah, he tough, man. No, real shit, he tough. One nigga that I be getting tired of on Denver, bro. That nigga, Michael Porter Jr. Every time he touch that bitch,
I call him
passing.
the new JR, boy. That boy is gonna pull once he get the ball.
He not passing that motherfucker, boy. And you gotta go smack. Hey, you playing with that nigga in the timeout? You gotta go hit that nigga upside the head, bro. Pass the motherfucking ball, bro. What the fuck?
KCP the same way too, bro. KCP the same.
I give it to KCP a champ. KCP hit big shots for real. I don't know if y'all noticed that Denver series. Whenever the Suns was like going on the run and they wins, KCP would come down, hit a 3, bang. You know what I'm saying? So KCP proven. Well, I ain't tripping about. And I love KCP form though. I know that's a little bit besides what we speaking on, but KCP got a nice form. I like that nigga form. Yeah. But yeah. All in all, I got Warriors in 7, and I said this from the beginning. The Denver. I think the Denver gonna close it out tonight.
Yeah, man. I was just about to say I think Denver gonna close Phoenix out.
Yeah, that's tough.
And then it's gonna be time to cook KD ass.
Oh, hey, send me the link, boy. When that boy
my goodness, man.
This man,
that's a sleeper right there.
I already know, bro.
That's gonna be a good meal right there.
What? Hey,
pass me
a
I
plate too,
appreciate y'all, man.
All right, man. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it
for
up. Yo,
sure.
thanks for the panel coming on. We're gonna tap back in later.
Yeah, for sure. Much love to y'all.
For
Much
sure.
peace, man.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.